Yeah. I am genderqueer, trans, masc, and queer.
A whole lot of our cultural things are from the LGBT community. So we need to just stand up and say gay rights.
Like, what are some of those things? Give us some examples.
Oh, fuck. How come I can't think of anything?
Hey there guys, it's controversial here. Why I don't support Pride Month. I don't agree with Pride Month and I don't agree with these pride parades. I'm not against homosexuality. I know homosexual people and I see them as people. I don't see them as any different than from you and me. I mean like their life choices is their decisions. Now when it comes to Pride Month, I don't see the relevancy in it, and I am not a homosexual person. I feel like they ruined rainbows. I mean, I used to like rainbows as a kid because I like colors. I like all the colors of the rainbow. You know what I mean? I feel like them choosing rainbows as their symbol is pretty selfish. They could have chosen anything else to choose in the world. And that whole we are the rainbow, like we are all colors of the rainbow and we stick together, that's BS. They could have chosen anything, but they chose to use rainbows, which I hate, because whenever I see rainbows, I'm not reminded of rainbows. I'm reminded of the LGBTQ and everything that they stand for. I feel like this pride thing is not good for the youth. I feel like it is really essentially ruining the youth's development, because they are not developing into people that can make their own decisions. They are being socially bombarded by inclusion, representation, self-awareness that they shouldn't be getting at their age. Like here's a very good clip of from a video that I saw about two young girls who are essentially being gaslit and their minds are being ruined. Here's the clip.
At what age did you know that you were gay?
I think at like 10 I knew that I think at 10, but I wasn't clear on my gender.
Yeah, I think it was around like 10 as well when I started questioning if I was bi.
Now, as you can see, this whole self-awareness and this whole gender dysphoria, whatever, really hit these kids at a young age. And this is why I don't agree with these pride parades. And if you see a lot of these pride parades, you'll see kids there. You'll see a bunch of kids, their parents bringing their kids. And you know, one thing that I've seen so far is, why all the nudity? There's so much nudity and immorality at these pride parades. It's literally like a fetish fest. It should be called Fetish Fest or Fetish Pride Month or like Fetish Pride. It shouldn't be called Pride Month. I mean, the amount of strap-ons, the amount of burlesque wear, harnesses, butt plugs and stuff that I've seen at these pride parades is extremely disgusting. I see men wearing women's clothing and women wearing men's clothing and people wearing just about nothing. And there was literally a clip of a woman who literally just painted over her body and she was dancing in a pride flag and a thong. She had shoes on, and this is considered normal, and this is allowed. That is public indecency, and these people need to be rectified and dealt with. You cannot just decide to, but this is the issue with representation. That's what happens when people complain. But yeah, let me carry on. Now, there was a woman who made the video about and asking about all this nudity and stuff being exposed to the kids. And here's a clip.
We noticed there's a lot of kids in attendance this year. Do you think that's a good thing? You think it's good that we're introducing kids at a younger age?
I mean, it's not like it's killing the kids. Like, it's literally just something different. It's just like dress up. Kids are going to think what they want to think. They're going to have a mind of their own, rather you show them like man and woman or like same sex. Like, they're going to have a mind of their own.
I absolutely love it. I work at a Montessori daycare, and we are very open sexuality based with our children. We have several children that are non-binary, very queer, and it's just a beautiful community, so I love to see it here as well.
It's just a full expression. They get the chance to see such a diverse culture. They get the chance to be open to whatever their body or their mind is telling themselves. They get to learn that at such a young age, and I love that for them.
Now, as you can see, some people have decided that it's just allowed. Like, Like, for example, you won't let your kids watch certain movies. Like you wouldn't let a 4-year-old kid watch an 18-year-old like a R-rated 18 movie, but you will take them to a Pride Month where they can see potential nudity, dildos, strap-ons, and everything. That makes zero sense, and you as a parent really need to check yourself. Now, listen, I don't care about your sexual orientation. I believe that there are only two sexual orientations that we can acknowledge, which is homosexuality and which is heterosexuality. Now listen, as I said before, I know homosexual people, and like when it comes to your sexuality is a very, very small part of who you are. It doesn't make up 90% of the fabric of your very human being. If you're going to shape who you are around your sexuality, you are a very sad human being, and you seriously need to reevaluate your life. I don't agree with people putting their sexuality first before everything about them. And another thing is, your sexuality will not take away any ability to do your job. I know so many people who work hard that are lesbian, so many people who work hard who are homosexual. They sometimes, in certain cases, these homosexual people are even better at their jobs than heterosexual people. But I mean, then again, it's a very baseless argument. I'm not really gonna take away people who try and go at it that direction. But I mean, your sexuality will never take away your ability to do your job or to do a good job at something. I just feel that this is a sort of wrong thing to do for our society right now. And there's so many reasons why I don't agree with this. I feel like inclusion and representation is being taken out of context, and this is why you have such nonsense going on like Pride Month. Nudity, immorality, fetishes, perversions in front of kids, no less. The fact that you can feel comfortable taking your child to a proud pride parade speaks volumes at what level of a parent you are at. People having their boobs out, men having their junks out, wearing leather and latex and everything, showing their perversions and not even being ashamed of anything. I don't agree with Pride Month. I feel that certain things you should keep to yourself. At Pride Month, the only thing I've really seen so far is nudity, twerking, and immorality and fetishizing of this. I feel like this LGBTQ movement has really ruined essentially homosexuality, the portrayal of homosexuality to people, because I accept a lot of things in life, but there's certain things I don't accept, and I do accept people. But your sexuality is a very small part of who you are, and you should not make it 90% of who you are. I have nothing against homosexual people. But like once you start telling me what I have to accept and start forcing your narrative upon me, because I feel like we're being force fed certain information, and I do not agree with that. These people are forcing their narratives onto people, and if you don't agree with it, then you're homophobic, then you're transphobic, then you know what I mean. They will use those type of things. Like for example, I've seen kids as young as, like, especially on social media, I've seen young people putting bisexuality, pansexually, non-binary on their bios. It's like, how are you 12 years old and you know that much about sexuality when you've never even had sex yet, when you're too young? How are you 13 years old and saying that you're bisexual? How do you know that much information at such a young age? When I was 13, I was not out here by talking about sexuality. Like, we had sex ed and stuff, which is actually important for kids. But I feel like I'm just rambling, I feel like you should really reconsider these Pride Month, and I don't accept it because, like, they put it into video games and they put it into everything, and I don't agree with that. Like, when I go and play video games, I go there to play video games. I don't go there to learn about sexuality or care about what other people are doing with their lives. When I go to play video games, I go there to play video games. I don't go there to learn about other people's sexualities and whatnot. I don't want to think about other people's sexualities when I'm playing video games. But anyway, guys, this is controversial signing off, saying your sexuality is a very small part of who you are. It doesn't make up 90% of who you are. You should seriously think hard about what it is that you want in life. Certain things you should just keep to yourself and really just live your life the way you want. You don't have to be open about everything. Coming out, you don't have to always do that. But anyway, guys, it's controversial signing off. I'll see all of you guys in the next video, eh? Goodbye.